Hello, Phil here from Wings of Pegasus, and welcome to another analysis video. On the agenda tonight, we have Tony Rice, and this is coming from 1984. Originally, this was on an instructional VHS video, but he's going to be playing through Church Street Blues. So let's get Tony up on screen and see how he gets on.
Hanging out uptown, Lordy, in that low-down rain, watching good time Charlie friends that's driving me insane. Up on shady Charlotte Street, Lord, the green lights look red. I wish I was back home on the farm, Lordy, in my feather bed. And I got myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose these thin time, part-time hell on Church Street Blues.
I'm just going to jump in here because with this video we get a really great angle of Tony's right hand, the picking that's going on, and Tony's an absolute master of picking with that right hand. Of course, classic bluegrass on show here, but there's so much technique going on in Tony's right hand here, and the fact that he's using flat picking, and if you don't know what that is, it's just picking with a pick, so that's just the fancy word for it. He also uses alternate picking, which is when you spend a lot of time on the same string, just going up, down, up, down. It's exactly what it sounds like. I've also seen him using cross picking, which is where you effectively roll across three strings. So you might have a down, down, up, which is different, of course, to alternate picking. I've seen him using economy picking as well, which is where you include a little sweep motion, where again, you'll have two downs in a row or two ups in a row, rather than having that alternate picking going all the time. The other thing that Tony uses, and this is classic in bluegrass, are those hammer-ons and pull-offs on the left hand. It's great here because this was an instructional DVD. It means that we get a really good close-up of that left hand, and you can see all those pull-offs and see all those hammer-ons coming in as well, which really gives it that sound, that really fast sound, not needing now to pick the strings because you can pull off or hammer on with the left hand and get a note for free effectively. Now that I've bamboozled you with all these picking terms, you now start to understand how much Tony puts in to that right hand. The left hand is moving so quickly as well. The fact that he's changing full chord shapes here and then mixing that together with hammer-ons and pull-offs is really impressive. And the timing obviously has got to be absolutely spot on here. Synchronization is absolutely key for bluegrass playing at this level, and Tony's absolutely got it nailed down. But let's have a little listen to some more.
And I read yesterday's news, I folded up page 21 and I stuck it in my shoes. I gave me a nickel to the poor, my good turn for the day. I folded up my old billfold and I threw it far away. And I got myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose these thin time, part-time hell on Church Street Blues.
I'm just going to quickly jump in there. We saw a great example there. All the hammer-ons, all the pull-offs that are going off on that left hand all the time, and that great little run we had, which is now going to lead into this final section of the piece. So let's just watch the last minute or so.
And I wish I had some guitar strings, old black diamond brand. I'd string up this old Martin box and to go and join some band. But I guess I'm gonna stay right here and to pick and sing a while, and try to make me a little change and to give you folks a smile. And I got myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose these thin dime, hard time to hell on Church Street blues. Myself a rocking chair to see if I could lose these thin dime, hard time to hell on Church Street blues.
And the fact that he's singing, I always say this, it doubles the difficulty. Here is really misleading, the fact that Tony makes it look so easy when he's playing. It's almost as if there's no effort, but there's so much going on with that right hand and the left hand, and also the fact that the playing doesn't really change dramatically when he's singing. There's still a hell of a lot of technical aspects to that right hand going on while he's singing at the same time. Another thing about this bluegrass style is when you're pulling off and hammering on, of course, you're using an open string. So if you're looking to change keys, that's where you'll need a capo to stick that on whichever fret is going to be suitable for the key that you want to sing in. If people don't know what a capo is, it's effectively something that you clamp onto the fretboard that brings the bottom of the guitar higher, so it eliminates the need to really play bar chords, and it means you can still do hammer-ons and pull-offs. And you'll see it on the video here. When we zoom in, you can start to see that capo that's just a couple of frets below those standard chord shapes that Tony's using, and gives him the ability to do those hammer-ons and pull-offs without having to get involved with bar chords. So it's a really good tool to have in your gig bag. Obviously, if you need to change the key and make it a higher key, you can just place that capo on your standard tuning guitar, just move it up the fretboard. If you need to change the key to a lower key, you can still move the capo to a different position, but you'll just change the chords that you're playing. You'll have to transpose the chords to the new chords that you need. Also, when you see Tony playing here, we've got the angle of two hands at once. You can really see that right hand working overtime, getting all those picks in, but also the fact that his left hand is on the move all the time, especially in the sequences between the vocals. And what I love about this style of playing is the fact that it's almost like the guitar's got its own voice, and the guitar can really take center stage when the vocal drops out. Sometimes you'll find that when somebody's playing acoustic or even electric, between the vocals there's no real focal point because the playing is just strummed out chords. Whereas here, there is so much going on that you're constantly listening to every little hammer-on, pull-off. And you'll find with this style of playing and this style of music that when the vocal drops out, it'll either go to an acoustic guitar, or commonly you'll have a banjo player as well. And you'll have little lead sections of either the banjo coming in, playing a little lead section, and the acoustic guitar playing a little lead section, and then you'll come back to the vocal. So there's always something that is on the stage that is getting your attention the whole time, because it is so technically great and melodic that you just want to listen to it, and then you can get back into the vocal. So Tony Rice, what a great bluegrass player, and so many techniques just in the right hand. I know we've got hammer-ons, pull-offs, and just that left hand's all over it, but the right hand, all of those picking techniques that I listed at the beginning, he employs picking techniques all the time and just seamlessly combines them all in order to get the most efficient way of picking, and that's how he can follow these notes on so seamlessly, so quickly after each other as well. And he makes it look so easy. His right hand just glides over those strings. So really impressive technique all round here, and the fact that he's singing as well obviously makes it even more impressive. But thank you so much for suggesting this video for me to take a look at in the first place. Keep those suggestions coming in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Rock!